Hello and welcome to the show. The new format of National League Rugby has reunited some old rivals, and it's created a National 2 East fixture right in the heart of the capital that we just couldn't miss. Barnes are leading the way in this league with 2 bonus point wins from their first 2. But visitors Dorking will be strong opposition, having surprised Worthing last week. 4 years since their last meeting, who will come out on top? It's been a super fast start from Barnes. Try line's in sniffing distance now. Davies onto the loose ball. McDougall, a wide pass. Souter, O'Dell. It's as easy as that for Barnes. Brilliant rugby, and that is a scintillating opener.
For the first time this season, I've seen some half a dozen at least phases there, and getting the ball eventually wide. Get the ball to Paul O'Dell, 10 metres out. He's not going to be stopped. Really good start from Barnes there. Really good start.
It's like machine gun fire from the green and gold. Another looping pass finds Lewin. Watch him go. A step, a lovely pass. Souter charging through, and there's number 2. Well, that says it all. Barnes are on fire right now.
Similar to the first try there, getting some width and then going back 60 metres the other way to the other wing. Good to see Jordan Souter there, the scorer, actually operating 10 metres out. Normally he does all the damage midfield. So again, really good try there. Good stuff.
Barnes' last game against Dorking ended 64-21. I'll have that in this side. Waitman to Farquhar, another step, bamboozles the defence, and Lewin can just stroll over the line. Deserved for the winger, 3 for Barnes. Liquid gold rugby.
Classic rugby there. Forwards do all the hard work. Wingers score the tries. Good to see Will Lewin there, showing his pace from 10 metres out. So yeah, no, Barnes are cock a hoop here.
Dorking got on the board after 25 minutes when James Catton was pushed over. McDougall continued to struggle with his kicking, and a bad omen was presented at this penalty. But Paul O'Dell's second try did settle the nerves as he secured a bonus point for Barnes. Now Dorking are getting momentum. The Simbin spell has given them that, and it's driving this ball. Ellis still with it. Jeffrey McDonald's the centres in support. One more. Could that do it? Yes, that's the extra inch. 6 points in it now, and we've got a game.
We just had 10 minutes of 14 against 15, and as you'd expect, Dorking were on top there, starting to show some physicality as well there. Very hard to defend. A 12-man catch and drive there, wasn't it, in the end? So.
Dorking have really found their feet here at Barneld. McDonald swings it to Osborne. They're playing Barnes at their own game, and a gaping hole for the forward. One pass will do. Emons! And here we go! Draws on the floor yet. Barnes are baffled, and 1 kick from losing the lead.
Great by Dorking there, turning defence into attack. Picked up on the error quickly and got the ball to a really dangerous right wing there, who's glided in. So game on now. Normally we're a strong fit side in the last 20 minutes, so they're going to have to really show that now.
Henry Anscomb's got 2 out of 2 kicks so far today. Third time. It's truly a charm. That's the lead for Dorking. Barnes have been responding. This is the closest they've been. Davis. Oh, he spotted something. Roberts! Never say die. The green and gold have resurrected their lead.
Well, Barnes back in front again now, giving Dorking a bit of their own medicine there with the catch and drive. But Josh Davis there, quick as ever, just slid that little kick through, and a try on the left side there, winger.
Last minute, last play, last chance for Dorking. They opted for the quick penalty. It has to be perfect. The break, the drive, the deep breath, the score! History rewritten. A first Dorking win against Barnes in 9 years, and what a way to do it. Drama, delirium, Dorking break Barnes' hearts. What a game.
Yeah, no, cracky second half from the lads. Shame we didn't turn up in the first half. Thought Barnes did a really good first half. They played quick rugby and hit us out wide where it hurts. So, great heart from the lads to turn up in the second half, and hell of a victory.
And it was sealed by yourself as well. Talk me through what happened, because it was just a melee of bodies from our side.
Yeah, so I saw one of our props in front, and I just thought, capture the moment, pushed him over the way, picked the ball up, and just felt a little gap, and then one crawling over the line. Yeah, nice feeling for the boys.
Let's start in National 1 and a hard-hitting clash at the Northern Echo Arena.
Darlington Mowden Park jumped out of the blocks with 3 tries in the first 17 minutes. Yari Fantini with the pick of the bunch. Bishop Stortfords were able to work their way back into the game, substitute Josh Linney giving them the lead with 12 minutes to go. Despite being a man down, Liam Checksfield gave the home side hope of recovering a victory when he surged through. It would be Stortford's day though, as a late penalty was sent through the post by Dan Cole for the narrowest of victories. Back in the capital, there was another comprehensive win for Rosslyn Park, putting 6 tries past Chinner under the lights. There were only 7 points between them, but Chinner's poor discipline allowed Jonathan Mills's men to end with a flourish. Jack Gash scoring here. Cambridge also kept up their 100% start to the campaign at Volac Park, debutante Rhianne Hamilton opening the scoring. He would get 2 of the 7 against Taunton Titans, Corey Lewis also finding the line on his first start for the Blood and Sand. Of all the in-form sides, it's Rams who took the biggest win of the day after a sensational 9-try haul, Jack Rossiter grabbing 4 of them. Hull were on the end of the host's biggest ever National 1 win, but did take a bonus point home when Mike Adlard scored their 4th try late on.
Yeah, there's a few sort of landmarks there for us. I think it's probably our highest score we've had at this level. But yeah, it's a little bit disappointing at the end to let a very valiant Hull side get the bonus point towards the end, which is a bit disappointing. But they earned it, they deserved it. But it was a good game of rugby, lots of points on show.
At the Sycamores, Cinderford were forced to kick into gear against a fast-starting Leeds Tykes. George Bolton giving them the lead in an intense opening quarter. There was plenty of running rugby on display between the two sides, Kieran Davies finishing the move of the game on 48 minutes. Last season, Nathan Taylor secured his position as top try scorer in Nat 1 at this ground, and the hooker added 2 more to this season's tally for the win. Esher aimed to banish the demons of last week's narrow loss early on at Bilsey Common, Theo Scombordis' try giving them the lead. But Birmingham Molesey would respond with 32 unanswered points over 45 minutes, Sam McNulty getting them started. New captain Ollie Steedman scored twice to give the home fans under the lights something to cheer, a first win of the season. And a brilliant game at Brickfield. Sale FC had another strong start when Neville Edwards crossed after just 7 minutes. While he would go on to get a hat-trick, Plymouth Albion matched the visitors to stay ahead of them, Alex Ducker with his own moments of excellence. But victory was snatched from the southwest side with 8 minutes to go, Callum Morris finding the space out wide for another 5-point win. 60 tries were scored across the 7 fixtures in this round, plenty for fans to get excited about. Find out more about our partners at ncarugby.com. It's as you were in the top 4, while Bishop Stortford leapfrogged Darlington Mowden Park for 5th place. Cinderford joined the top half. Plymouth Albion go back down, Birmingham Molesey are the high climbers of the round. It's bad news for Chinner as they drop 2 places to dangerous territory.
Let's head back to National 2 East, where Worthing Raiders faced another strong starting promoted side.
But the South East Coast side managed to find their scoring touch again early on, Jerome Rudder getting over the line 11 minutes in at the Rugby Park. Sevenoaks had a week's extra rest, but they couldn't cope with the pack's power, sub Ethan Knight grabbing the 5th. The Kent side did give the travelling fans something to cheer, Scott Sedgwick grabbing the 4th try and a losing bonus. Blackheath were also back in action and didn't miss a beat with 10 tries against Rochford 100, Nick Foster starting it off after 2 minutes. 4 came before the break, which is when the Essex side's only score came as Ollie Claxton finished the rout for the Well Hall team. 30 miles south, Bury St Edmunds arrived at Tunbridge Juddians looking to continue their strong start and looked set when Samir Karbouche doubled their lead. But Pete Dankert's side sparked into life and had the lead before the break, Duncan Tout finishing a sweeping move. Fitness proved to be the name of the game in the second half, with TJ's getting the better of it and Tom White grabbing the bonus point win. Canterbury is certainly enjoying their early travels. They arrived at Westcliff to score 3 tries in 23 minutes, Guy Hilton getting them started. The hosts haven't had the easiest start, missing key players, but did get back into the game, grabbing the next try through Jack Hogarth. But the Kent side would cross the Thames estuary with 5 points, Harry Andrews taking advantage of some haphazard defending. Let's head to East Anglia, where Old Albanian took the opportunity to get back to winning ways, Samson Adejimi putting them 10 points ahead at the break. Hosts North Walsham had failed to register a point at that stage as OAs continued to punish them. Nathan Michelot grabbed another. The new side in the 4th tier did find their feet in the fixture in the final quarter, Matt Hodgson getting 9 of their 14 points. And fans were given a treat at Dry Lees. Guernsey jumped out of the blocks, hitting 4 tries before half-time for a 9-point lead. Whatever was said by Nigel Dudding worked for Henley Hawks as Tom Voot bundled over for his first try at the club. But the hero of the comeback was kicker Max Titchener, whose conversion and following penalty proved the difference in an eye-catching clash. A dramatic round of National 2 East fixtures in round 3. To read all about the scores in detail, grab a copy of the rugby paper. Despite their late loss, Barnes remain top of the table, but Canterbury, TJs and Blackheath are piling the pressure on. Bury St Edmunds drop into the bottom half, while Worthing Raiders climb out of immediate trouble. The bottom 2 remain the same.
In National 2 North, 2 sides met at Lockwood Park aiming for a first win of the season.
Huddersfield wasted no time trying to get their first win of the season, Kean Stewart securing the first of 2 tries in 12 opening minutes. But Chester fired warning shots before the half-time whistle as replacement Josh Woods cut the gap to 5 points. It was all the visitors for the second 40 minutes, with Gethin Long securing all 9 points and a first Chester win of the season. In Lancashire, Thyold repeated history with a dominant win over Harrogate at Woodlands, Tom Grimes scoring 2 to get started. They would end the day with 12 tries for the biggest win of the day, Grimes capping it off for a hat-trick. There was a similar story at Park Lane as Sedgley Park put 8 past Preston Grasshoppers, Connor James with the best of the first half. While the visitors scored on 52 minutes, it was plain sailing for the Tigers as Andy Riley capped off the score with 2 tries. In the Yorkshire Dales, Wharfedale looked on for a 3rd consecutive win when they led Hull Ionians 10-6 at the break through Oliver C. Sognini. But, as they did against Rotherham Titans, Ionians' final quarter won the game, Joe Makin thinking quickest to secure victory.
Unfortunately, we weren't on the right side of the result today, but we managed to get a bonus point. Hopefully the lads are pleased with the fact that they continue to try and play rugby for the full 80 minutes of the game. The odd ball dropped or the odd offload not gone to hand, and the result, if those had been different, I think the result could have been different as well. But great to see that the lads are trying to play expansive rugby.
There was another heavy win at Clifton Lane, Lloyd Haynes starting the scoring to take 26 of the 50 points. It means they have scored 16 tries in 2 home games this season, with Blaydon being the latest team to suffer. Back in the northeast, Tynedale were in dominant form as they powered the 5 tries in the first 25 minutes, Toby Ferguson grabbing 2. It means the side in blue and white have 3 consecutive bonus point wins, Rob Parker taking his side to 40 points with a hat-trick. Sheffield Tigers did not make it easy for Tyndale. With 6 tries of their own, meaning 2 bonus points were taken home. And the battle of the promoted sides certainly delivered. Sheffield were given the lead 6 minutes into the game when Will Smith scored. Otley were not out of the contest though and came out storming for the second half, Adam Malthouse's move giving them the lead. But it would be the home fans cheering when Matthew Adcock scored the winner in the last minute. Cue the celebrations. Of the 57 tries scored in National 2 North this weekend, 28 of them were scored by Fylde, Rotherham Titans and Sedgley Park. A bad weekend for Wharfedale as they slipped 5 places in their loss to Hull Ionians. Fylde and Sedgley Park are the new top 2. Chester are up 2 places after their narrow win over Huddersfield. The bottom 4 remain the same as round 2.
Let's finish in National 2 West, where it was East Midlands v West Midlands in Leicester.
And Newport Sail Up from Shropshire travel to Leicester Lions, intent on keeping up their winning run, leading at the break through Jacob Leonard. That would be the last score for the visitors at Wesley Park though, as the Lions bagged 8 tries, Devon Constant regaining the advantage. It continues to extend the Leicester side's incredible unbeaten home run to 16 games, Ed Sumter capping an impressive day. At Pottington Road, Hinckley got down to business in the opening stages, Corbin Thunder using a pick and go for an early score. Barnstable stayed in the fight for the rest of the half, Charlie Banfield's try ensuring they were 4 points behind at the break. But Hinckley would put 7 over the line on the day, including a try for Joe Wilson as the winger went over 1,000 points for the club. 100 miles northeast, Clifton put in a masterclass to dominate struggling Stourbridge with 9 tries, Alex Howman grabbing a hat-trick in style. The West Midlands side got on the board 3 times, 2 coming from Jack Lee, but they couldn't cope with the Bristol team's backs. The first all-uni clash in National League Rugby for 5.5 years took place at the Crumb, and it was dominated by Exeter, Benji Joseland grabbing 2. Loughborough students did have a moment to cheer from Harry Rowson, but they took nothing from the clash, Exeter scoring 5 tries.
You know, we lost here in Buck Super Rugby last year. It was a really important fixture for us to come and conquer. We're getting some confidence going into that next game in 3 weeks' time in Buck Super Rugby, but also starts a brilliant start to our Saturday League campaign in National 2. Unbeaten and bonus points in all 3 games, so you know we can't really ask for a better start.
Heading to Birmingham, Bourneville appeared to be set for a first competitive showing when Mitch McGahan drew them level with a penalty kick. But Luctonian's pack had other ideas, throwing 13 men into a first half maul which allowed Ben Link to find the turf for a try. It turned into a stagnant clash after that, which was decided by one Bourneville defensive error that Rob Bengry capitalised on to give Luctonians a first away win of the campaign. Hornets came so close to a first win, and they were up for another challenge at the Rec, Connor Vickery opening the scoring. But Red Ruth were keen to get back to winning ways themselves, as Craig Williams put them back in the ascendancy. It was a real tug of war in Cornwall, but the difference was Fraser Honey's perfect kicking record to ensure a 10-point gap. And a stunner at Scotland Lane. Old Redcliffians wanted 2 home wins from 2 and started in the right manner. They had the lead at half-time, but Dings Crusaders got going, Aaron Thompson scoring the first of 5 unanswered tries. While the spoils would go to the home side, the Reds made them sweat as Kelly grabbed a hat-trick for 2 bonus points. 25 tries were scored in the second halves of games in National 2 West. Check out the YouTube channel for loads of exciting contests. Leicester Lions are the new leaders. Exeter Uni and Dings keep up with the pace. Clifton and Luctonians rise into the top half. Old Redcliffians and Loughborough students slip down, while the bottom three are unchanged, only earning 1 bonus point between them.
Well, that's it from the banks of the Thames as a late wave of Dorking attack washes out Barnes. See you next week. What's up guys, Warren Muggleton here from a windy Barnes Elm. Thank you so much for watching that National League Rugby video. For more from the 3rd and 4th tiers of English Rugby, subscribe just over here. And don't forget to click the bell as well so you're notified when new videos are published.